Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'd like to explain about theory of characters in literature way. So character is an animal, person, creature, being, and thing in a story. And also characters means the way someone thinks, feels, and behaves, or we can call it as someone's personality. And in this character, writers use to perform the action and speak dialogue, moving the story along with a plot line. And a story can have only one character protagonist and one character antagonist, so that it is not being long-winded when writing a story, and can reach the end of the story without any crowds of characters. There are two types of character. The first is major character and the second is minor character. First is major character, which is the most important characters in the story, and there are two types of which there are maybe a couple of each major character. So the first is protagonist. This is the main character around which the whole story revolves, and the decisions made by this character, it will be affected or impacted by a conflict from within the story and or externally through another character, nature, technology, society, or fates of God. Because these characters play a lot of roles in the story that made by writers. And the second is antagonist. Antagonist is the character or groups of character causes the conflict for the protagonist. However, the antagonist could be the protagonist who is torn by the problem within, and the most times something external is causing the problem. And the second types of character is the minor characters. Minor characters is the other characters in a story, and they are not as important as the major characters because they just play a small part in a story that writers made, and their actions is just to help drive the story around so that they may impact the decisions for the protagonist or antagonist make, either helping or something that interfering with the conflict. The characters may have the different traits because the major characters will usually be more dynamic, changing and growing through the story, while minor characters may be more static. And there are several types of the minor characters. The first is voile. A voile is the character that has opposite character traits from another, meant to help highlight, bring out another's positive or negative sides. Many times the antagonist is the foil for the protagonist. And the second is static. Static is the character who are static, do not change throughout the story. Their use may simply be to create or relieve tension, or they were not meant to change anything. Major characters can remain static through the whole story. And the next is dynamic. Dynamic characters change throughout the story. It is opposite the static characters, so that the dynamic may learn a lesson, become bad, or change in a complex ways. And next is flat. A flat character has one or two main traits, usually only all positive or all negative. They are the opposite of a round character. The flow or strength has its use in the story. And the next one is round. These are the opposite of the flat character that I have said before. These characters have many different traits, good and bad, make them more interesting. That's all for my explanation. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.